Hey, what's up? What's up? Another episode of NFTalk, whatever you fancy. Here with my boy Big Log. Say what's up to the world.
What's going on, people?
And we're here to talk a little bit about some of the escapades that Log has been going into. So, what happened? You were telling me that some YouTuber got arrested in the parking lot of a
Yeah,
meetup in
I
in, in
I
Georgia.
was I actually was going to a meetup today up in northern. Actually, I won't say where I am. But I went up there, got there a little early, was actually chatting with some of the people. It's always nice to get out there and meet some people that are just as passionate as you in the space. And we were there, and I made my way to the room. They had a room in the back where everyone was kind of
What were you
gathered, and
guys doing? Were you was it an
it,
Illuminati meeting? Were you sacrificing children?
it's a Moon Boy meetup, pretty
Oh,
much
got
is
it.
is
Moon
what you could
Boys.
classify it as.
Yes.
No, but I was interested. They've talked about Elio Trades and Super Farm, and I was able to get the legendary. I'm building this YouTube channel. I thought it'd be, kind of cool to get some exposure, maybe talk to them, see if they want to do a collab, and put myself out there like anyone else
That's
would.
great.
So
That's great. Cool. And what happened? Was there a little incident?
yeah, so we were in there, and I guess they came in, and TJ, who's kind of his right hand man, I ended up got to connect with him after, but he announced, I guess Ben was got arrested. He was running a little late, and I
Some
guess
illegal
he's got his
NFTs
Hellcat.
was he holding? Some
No, he's got the Hellcat, man. I don't know if you ever watch his channel, but on Sundays he's on the way to church
Oh
in the
damn.
Hellcat.
Yeah,
Um,
Hellcat.
and that Hellcat got the best of him today. But supposedly they're going to do another one tomorrow. Maybe I'll go back. But I was able to connect with TJ. Maybe we'll be doing a collab with them,
Awesome.
um,
Very cool
some kind of
stuff.
giveaway or something. It'd be cool.
Very cool stuff. Free BitBoy, I guess. Cool. So what else is on the docket? What's been going on with the super farm launch? Have you gotten your feet even wetter into that pool?
Yeah, I've got a lot I want to talk to you about today or bring to the table today.
This is great. I
The
feel like I'm
narrative.
your therapist, like your NFT therapist, and you're like bringing me all of your, um, you know, internal dialogue, and I'm just gonna
You're
tell
not
you,
wrong.
that sounds great. Just have a seat over there.
You're not wrong. So yeah, basically, I kind of have been, digging in and really trying to. The narrative I see playing out right now is all around these launch pads and being able to get into projects really before they hit things like Uniswap or Binance or um, any of these main exchanges. And when you're able to do that, I mean, some of the multiplication effects, even if you're just able to invest $500, and I'll show you some examples, but Super Farm I think is going to be a great platform for this, not only with NFTs, but I'll cut over to the roadmap. I shared this last time. They're doing the NFT launch pads, but they're also going to have a product launch pad, and what that means, and there's a few other places that do this, but what that means is most likely you're going to have to hold some portion of super to even get into these launch pads.
Hmm.
Um, so, any questions there before I jump to?
Yeah, so makes sense that there's a lot of benefit of being an early adopter. What kind of assets and NFTs do you think are left to come from things like explain to people who might understand the implications of being able to access these launch pads?
Yeah, so I'll jump. Let me see some of the implications. I mean, for example, when I'll jump over to Polka Starter. So these are some of
Are
the
you
what
sharing
they
your screen right now?
I
Yeah.
am.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna jump to your screen. I don't think I was looking at it.
Yeah,
Perfect. Yeah,
so
go for it.
when we look at some of these projects that have launched on PokeStarter, like Pokemon, Unmarshaled, Chain Guardians, and these are just the ones that I've followed. I really need to look into a lot of these. Blank, Eternity, um, Super Farm. I mean, I could just take this one for example. when Super Farm came out and was sold on PokeStarter, they had an initial whitelist where you only so many people got in, and the token was selling for 2 cents. So now let's go back and look at where Super is, and it's, as you can see, it got all the way up to $4 about a
Wow.
week ago, and this was on the day of the first sale, or leading up to the first sale of those, the Genesis NFTs, that we talked about last time. It gives you the farming bonuses, the 90%, guaranteed access to the new NFT drops if you get the legendary. So a lot of cool stuff we talked about in the last one, but as
Yep.
you can see, we cooled down quite a bit. I actually entered, a little bit down here. As you can see, it took about a 50% dip. So I think I got a good entry, and I want to make sure I hold a good amount just in case, if you hold extra, you might get extra entries. There's still no real details out yet, so I'll keep you updated there. But we're excited to hear more.
Awesome.
Um,
Awesome stuff. Cool.
just to give you the roadmap, I don't know if you saw it when I was talking about it, but the Launchpad coming in phase 2. But right now, I'm waiting for the farming beta. Um,
Yeah, and we'll be
excited to
sure to
see.
cover that once it launches, so give people an idea of how to actually set it up. Maybe we'll do a little 101 once we figure out all the kinks in it. So just to get people who maybe are just looking in, thinking about getting into Super right now, what's the best thing for them to do?
Yeah, so I don't want to recommend any this
Not
isn't
financial
financial advice,
advice.
but but
It's just life advice, okay, people.
it doesn't hurt to hold a lot of these tokens in the long run. And unfortunately, like you said, it's better to get in early. But when and I'm actually going to play a little clip right here. This is from the CEO of Paid,
That
Kyle
guy's
Chase.
chin is crazy. That is such good bone structure. Do you think he
Yeah,
like did
check.
that dehydrating diet that actors do? Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, he's I believe he is European. He's over
Oh,
in
right. Yeah, that's a European thing. You're right.
yeah, he's over in some. I wish
I
I
bet I can
feel
tell you if I hear
very
the accent.
uninformed now.
I'm a good
What's that?
accents. I'm a good accent sleuth. So, right. My guess right now is Dutch or German. He looks tall. Anyway, chassis. I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
let's listen to this, man, because I was listening to this morning, and he mentions actually a partnership. So Paid today is a launch pad.
Okay.
They launched, came out. It's very cheap now. It's all the way up to like $5. You need to hold something like, I think it's 3,000 paid to
Paid
be
is another coin.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's their coin.
Got it.
Um, so let's give this a listen real quick.
Yeah. So this is the idea, right? So super paid launchpad. I like it. In this space, we have people that are collaborative, Elliot Trades, Elliot, us, Pools, BSC Pad, Downmaker, and people that aren't collaborative, like PokeStarter. So I like Elliot a lot. I like his values. It's a great community. I'm an investor in his in his project, Super Farm. He's an investor in Paid, and it's an obvious organic decision for us to work together. We have more demand than we can actually facilitate right now, and Elliot has a different community than Paid has. So from a value add perspective for projects, it makes a lot of sense for them to come to us or come to Elliot and say like, hey, we want to do an IDO and we want a lot of exposure, and
So I'll just stop it there. You guys can go and check this out. But as you can see, these launch pads are very hot right now, and they cannot even there's a lot of volume, and as you said, Super is a place they're looking to offload some of their volume and
Mm,
partner with. So
mm.
I think going forward we'll see that this $2.20 I think
Peanuts.
was a seal. Yeah. Um, so we'll see, and I'll go ahead and look at Paid as well. But if we look here, the the Polka Starter is not on the charts. It came out here at 2 cents. So, look at where we are compared. So if you can get in to some of these pre-sales, you're talking about life-changing money.
Mm.
Um, so that's why I'm so excited about Super. I think it's that simple.
Yeah. So for you, it's the prospects of their partnerships, um, the early access to their farming and all the other exciting stuff that's on the roadmap, but also the advent of these launch pads and what they afford as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And time will tell. It's an ever evolving thing, and tech takes time. But I think we'll see that the utility that he's baked into these, and the amount of time and thought he's put into, these partnerships. I'm excited to see them flourish.
Yeah,
Uh,
we definitely are. Anything else before we close out here, Joe?
I wanted to. I do want to do a quick shout out on the NFT front. I'm actually really excited. So, some of my buddies who I was actually early on in their Discord. I wonder where I gotta go look. Oh, that's too bad. I don't know where it went. I'll go pull it up. So, they're actually launching a new project. It's called Anti-Mass, and it's actually really looking pretty cool. It's a play off of Hash Mass, and it's going to be randomly generated. All of these will have different traits and different attributes, different mass, different rarities, and I just think it's really interesting. I like the art. I'm
So
excited to
the
see
art
more.
is randomly generated, or the details
So
about
the
them?
art is done by an artist,
Okay,
but the overlays and all the different pieces, the arms, the coloring, those are all randomly
very
generated.
cool.
So they'll all have kind of different distributions and traits, I believe. And there's not much information out on this either, but it looks like there's some kind of demons, some kind of humans.
So
I'm not really sure, but
collectible set, kind of like what we saw with punks and other
yeah.
things.
Yeah, and I'm actually I was an early investor in this project just to mess around with the NFT space because I'm curious. I acquired quite a few, and they ended up doing a contest where they're doing um, points for basically the different freaks you have. So I've actually acquired quite a bit of points. So I'm going to look to put together a gallery with them of some of these
What are they
pieces.
planning to? Are these redeemable for something?
Yeah, so these points, I wonder if I can. Oh yeah, I can go right here and show. Completely forgot about this. I don't think I have it set up. Oh my gosh. Let me get
It
back to
looks like
that.
they're having a sale tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow?
It's at April 8th.
See, I've been so distracted by everything else.
You're
So
fucking missing out, man. Here we go.
yeah, well, I'm kind of already set in here because they're doing the airdrop. So every point you have is an actual
Okay,
airdrop.
got it.
So I'm kind of locked in with the freaks I already have. But as you can see, they're doing kind of the classic.
Can you zoom in a little bit? It's a little small.
Yeah, let's see. They're doing the classic bonding curve. As they
Yep.
sell, it goes up in price.
Sweet.
So yeah, I've got quite a few freaks. I like the way they look. I don't know. It was fun.
Yeah, I
I
like
really like
the
the
Rick
guy.
and Morty one. It's very cool.
Yeah, yeah. There's some Breaking Bad themes in here. Obviously the Guy Fawkes mask.
Awesome.
Um,
Well, shout out to Anti Masks. We wish them luck on the sale tomorrow. And maybe
yeah,
we
let me just real quick. I want to get their Twitter so I can show them.
Oh, look, you already have a avatar. That's you.
Yeah. I had to do it, man. I had to do it. But TJ's gonna hate that. He's gonna see my Ripple thing and not have me on. Um, oh, I'm
Yeah,
cracking under
we
the
don't we can
pressure.
edit that out. He doesn't have to know. Cool.
Yeah,
So
so
somewhere we can
Astro
follow
Freaks is their
them.
original. So you go here, you can follow them. At Blue Moon Freaks is, um, I guess, their distribution studio, but they've got a Discord. Their Discord's great. It's a great community. They did a lot of giveaways early on. It was a really cool thing to be a part of, and that's kind of what brought me along. And I'm cool. I'm really glad to see their next project. It looks kind of promising and cool. And
Great. Well,
yeah.
glad to give them some free promo. Hope that the launch works out well for them. And great. That's going to be it for us today, folks.
Wait, Danny. One
What?
last thing.
What?
One
You
last
got
thing.
so many projects, Joe. You're addicted. You need to seek help.
This one's really cool, though. Okay.
All right. I'll give
Um,
you one
and
one last project.
most people have probably heard about it, but I want to give you a different kind of view of it. It's Bitclout, and it's
Yes, this has been blowing up. I saw Snoop Dogg tweeting about this
yeah.
today.
So think about it. It's a new social media, right? Decentralized, all that good stuff that comes with crypto. But what you do is you actually invest in people,
Hmm.
and as their market. So I'll show you who I invested in recently. Um, and I kind of spread it out. So some of my favorite YouTubers here, Elio, who got he built Super Farm. I put a little into him. JNRY Crypto, criminally undervalued, one of the best YouTubers out there for cryptos,
Mm.
especially if you're getting started. He does a great job of kind of some onboarding videos. Alex Becker is hilarious. I was actually his first buyer. I couldn't believe it. But he is a character if you've never watched him on YouTube. Obviously, Pomp. I thought Tom Brady was an interesting play with the NFT platform he's launching. And then Patrick Bet David, gotta love the energy, gotta love the hustle.
So,
So
for people who are looking at this and they're like, "I don't get it. Why?" Um, what,
I'll yeah.
how would you explain why this would increase in value? Why should I maybe create a coin if I'm a creator?
Mm. So it's a little bit of both ways. So let's say you are an actual creator, and I struggle with this, coming up with actually creative content, something that's engaging, people engage with, the comment, you go back and forth. Like that's something that's hard to do.
Yeah,
Um, but that is something that people are successfully doing on this platform, and you see they all have
got
these
it.
different market caps, so you can kind of buy into them, and you're betting on their engagement or maybe even their network.
So
And this
so
this is the other side of it.
pricing is driven by obviously people buying into their
Yeah, so
account.
this goes perfectly into the other side of it. So there's one side where you really put in the time, and it's I don't want to say it's there's another way, but basically you can game this system. So this is one of my business partners, and we're working on a campaign. He runs a startup, and he's actually integrating BitClout into his platform nightly, and you're going to be able to tip people in BitClout, raise their market cap. And as you can see, he's starting to
Got
amass a
it.
following.
So
He started this two
I
days
can
ago.
tip people with this currency, and
Yeah,
that's like the utility for within this website.
and not only you don't tip them, you're buying into them. So as you can see, I bought into Graham yesterday. I put a thousand
Got it.
dollars into him, and it's now worth 1.5.
Wow.
So you can
Good job,
see,
Graham.
yeah, exactly, like the power of his network and the time he's putting in
So
to do
what I'm
this.
trying to get at is it sounds like the value here is attention. And it's kind of that's why when we were talking about it earlier, it kind of reminded me of what the Brave browser is doing and their Batcoin. But there's a little bit of a difference here because it's about individuals and their reach and their quote unquote clout. It's still a little confusing to wrap my head around, but I mean, hey, you see the numbers don't lie, and I can totally imagine people adopting this.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And I don't really know what I'm gonna do with mine, right? I'm not really marketing myself or my coin. I'm just trying to learn kind of about this platform. Like, if you do want to keep up to date, like as you can see, I didn't get much engagement here. But I'm starting to post things that I'm seeing. Like earlier this morning, I posted when I saw Kyle, talk about the Super Farm partnership. These are the type of things I, plan on posting, and hopefully
So
some like-minded
they're trying to
individuals will.
basically adopt the kind of value that people get out of something like a Twitter.
Yeah,
I mean, it looks
and I
exactly
think
the
it's gonna
same.
be what you make out of it.
Right.
So you can do follows, and they're building different things now. They don't have the retweet
I mean,
yet, but it's coming
if
soon.
not this, it seems like this is where this stuff is going, right? Like people want to own and monetize their reach and their audience, and it's very exciting. So
I
so,
see the point you're going for.
yeah,
Yeah, so no one likes the big guys monetizing off of our thoughts, what we go to So like you're saying, Brave browser plays
totally.
well in line with this,
Yeah.
where you're taking control of your content. You should be benefiting off of it if you're putting out value and people see that, and you're continuously doing that.
And I would want to like invest in, let's say I think that you're undervalued, and I think that your content is worth checking out, and that your reach is going to grow. Therefore, I would buy your coin, your Joey Alanya account, um, and I expect
Lasagna.
lasagna coin. I can't believe I get to do that. Um, and the reason that that would go up is because your follower count would go up, or other people would also agree with me and start investing too. Like what?
Yeah, so I would really need to push it, which I don't know if it's something I'm going to do. It's something I want to be a part of. I don't know if my coin is something I'm really going to push for, or if I'm going to really I'm going to put out content that I'm kind of interested in selfishly.
Right, but like
And
let's say okay, we're gonna invest in one of these other accounts that you're looking at, like Pomp, like maybe Bitcoin. Like he's probably like one of the biggest crypto celebs out there. If you think Bitcoin's gonna be bigger than in a year or two, then whatever his coin price, it's gonna go up also. And so he's not. It's not like he's minting these coins. He's this platform allows him to sell it to anyone who wants to buy some. Like you can click that blue buy button. So I'm guessing that like it's all of that value is just stored on this
yeah,
website.
you know what's crazy, Danny,
Yeah.
is he hasn't even signed up for this yet.
Wow.
So as you can see, this money's just waiting for him.
Interesting.
um, and potentially he might never sign up. And if he doesn't, one day I may come in here and I can go and sell my shares in Anthony
Crazy.
if I wanted to.
Crazy. Well, people are crazy. They'll make a marketplace out of literally anything, even if people aren't even aware that they're part of it. Like someone could be sleeping in a coma and wake up, and you tell them, "Hey, there's a coin that you don't even know about."
Yep. So like Elon Musk right now, his coin is, let's look at his market cap.
This is
He has
crazy.
not claimed his
Like
either.
on one hand, it's really cool. On the other hand, I can sympathize with people who are skeptical, who are looking at the NFT space that it's like going crazy. I think this is exciting and it makes sense and there's something to it, but it is eccentric. I think we do have to agree that this is a pretty wild idea. So we'll
It's
see what happens.
absolutely insane, but
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I can tell you can't get enough of this stuff. Um
But I think that's all I got for you tonight.
awesome.
I do want to do an episode of Gala very soon, but
Yeah, we'll get
this is good.
into Gala and Mirandus and all of that next time on NFT Talk. Thanks